In this video, I'm going to show you a new AI app builder that I think might be a game changer. In just a few prompts, we're going to go from an idea to a fully featured app with login and history, with the ability for users to upload a photo of themselves, a clothing item, and get a virtual try-on that's saved to their history. The tool is called Emergent, and they were kind enough to reach out to me and sponsor this video. So let's jump in. I'm asking it to build me a virtual try-on app so I can use AI to see what I look like with clothes I see online. Let's use the new GPT-4 image model. So I'm just going to send that prompt, and then right off the bat, Emergent starts setting up our coding environment. It initializes the cloud environment, provisions resources, configures the environment, and then starts the agent. So once it gets past that step, we go into this environment where the agent is running, and we're going to start seeing very soon exactly what it's doing. It tells us as it's building that it's what it's actually doing in the back end, and then it might ask us some questions along the way. So here's our initial questions that the AI is asking us before we continue, and I actually really like the design and just in general of this entire platform. So I'm going to say I prefer a dark theme and no specific fonts preference. Yes, I can provide an open AI API key. The flow will include landing page, showcasing capabilities, try-on page, and results page. I'm going to say yes. That flow is what I expected. Users will upload their own photos. No need for URL inputs now. And yes, I want to save generated images. So I'm going to send that, and we're going to let the agent continue working. While it's doing that, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the platform. First, you can save to GitHub. So similar to Lovable and Bolt, you can sync all the code to GitHub and then use Cursor or whatever other platform you want to continue building. You can also open the code in VS Code, so you have full access to the code that it's actually using. It's coding with a Python and Fast API backend, and the front end is in React, so you don't have to connect to Supabase the way that you do with Lovable and Bolt. There's a MongoDB database available by default, and we can see the steps it's going through. It's adding an OpenAI API key to the backend environment, which it's going to ask for later, so I actually will add my API key. Then it's updating the front-end app to implement the interface. So it's using a Tailwind configuration to extend the theme with dark colors. So I'll pause the video while it continues building this out. I think you're going to be really impressed by the final result. Something else that I really like about Emergent is that it's debugging automatically. So it will basically check if there's errors. It did find an error, and now it's fixing that error in the code. And then it's restarting and checking again. So here we go. It's saying it implemented the features, the dark UI theme, the backend with MongoDB storage, like I mentioned before, a page to actually upload the photo, a history page, and a landing page. So now it needs my OpenAI key so that we can actually add that functionality. So I'm going to paste that into the chat now. So I added my OpenAI key. Now it's restarting the backend, and it is doing a final check, and then we should be able to test this shortly. Okay, so it says it's complete, and then it's giving us two options, either save to GitHub or preview it. So why don't we click preview? And why don't we view it in a new tab just so we can fully see it? So it created this landing page. So right off the bat, I'm pretty impressed that it was able to do all of this just with one initial prompt. Remember, we didn't have to go back and forth, really. We just gave it a little bit of additional information when it asked for questions, but that's it. So I'm going to click try it now. It built this whole dashboard. So let's try. Let's upload a photo of a person and then a photo of a clothing item. Okay, so to test this out, I uploaded a photo of a model. The photo has the whole person in it. I don't know why it's cropping it. So that's something we could fix. And then I uploaded a t-shirt. And then let's not do any custom prompt, and let's do generate try-on. Okay, we got failed to process, which is good to know. So then let's go back, and let's say I tested it out, but got failed to process when I tried to generate. So let's see if the agent can debug this. So we can see that it is checking the backend logs to see what error is occurring. So hopefully this is going to give it the information it needs to resolve it. So it sees the issue. I think this is a really cool feature here, that it's able to review the logs, because the logs are usually what has the information to help any coder resolve the issue. All right, so Emergent says that it has resolved it. So let's click preview and test it out. So I'm going to click try it out, and let's upload the images again. We'll go ahead and click generate try on. And now we're getting a processing, which is a really good sign. And here's the result. We got a little notification and it worked. So this is what the person looks like. You just can't see the full image there. But he was wearing kind of the button down, and here that same model is now wearing that t-shirt that we uploaded as well. So it actually worked, and we can download it as well. And if we go to history, there we go. It is there. And then the first one that didn't work is there under the history, but not working. Okay. I'm really impressed with this. It added a database. It added all of this with just one prompt. Pretty amazing here. Let's say, can you please add user authentication so that users can log in and log out? And before I do, I'm going to say it works now. And users have their own history of trying on. So let's send that and let's see what the agent comes up with. So the agent is finished. And one thing I want to note about what's really cool about Emergent is it has a multi-agent framework. So multiple agents can be working and reviewing your code at the same time. So it says it created a backend authentication, front-end authentication, user-specific features. So now we can register for a new account, log in, see our history, maintain session, and log out securely. This is really impressive. If it is able to do this in just one prompt here, I'm going to be really, really impressed. So let's click preview, and I'm going to preview this at the same time as you. So let's click on register. Let's create an account here, and I'm going to click register. And now it says it's successful. It's asking me to log in, and let's see if this works. If I click log in, it says incorrect username or password. Pretty sure that was right. Oh, I see the issue is that I was using my email instead of my username. So now with username, it should work. And there we go. Now it logged in successfully. I'm logged in with my username. My history has nothing. And it also has this nice placeholder telling me to try. So just really impressed overall. And let's test this out. Okay, so this time we're going to try the same model, but this is a pair of shorts instead of a pair of pants. So you can't really tell, but it is shorts. So let's try this. Let's generate the try on. And here's the result. And it is working correctly. So it actually added an image of those shorts to the model. We can download it. And if we go to my history, we can see this is my account and I can see my history here. So this is really, really impressive. I definitely recommend clicking the link in the description to check out Emergent for yourself. This is one of the best agentic AI app builders that I've seen. I'm definitely going to continue building with it. I really am impressed, even though they are a sponsor of this video. I only work with sponsors that I really think are providing high quality products, and this is definitely one of them. I've also put together a list of 59 AI business ideas, and you could use any of those ideas and put the prompt into Emergent to create an actual app. So if you want to get access to those ideas, click the link in the description. Just enter your email and you'll get them for free. If you have any questions at all, leave a comment below. If there's anything you want to see us build in the future, just let us know. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more content like this for free. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.